Hi, honeys. It's Michelle. Well, I guess I have a little bit of a surprise for you today. I'm going to start doing vlogs again. Maybe not every week, but somewhat regularly. Um, got my pillows all around me. I uh, I stopped doing vlogs and I stopped doing anything that wasn't related to shopping because I guess I had been listening a little bit too much to some of the YouTube experts, the gurus. Um, they say that you can't have too many subjects on your channel, that you'll never grow that way, and people don't like it. And so I got so frustrated trying to do a good job and to make good videos, and I felt like no matter what I was doing, I was losing people and losing watch time, and it just felt like people weren't watching my channel anymore. And I thought, oh my gosh, is that true? Am I am I posting too much stuff? Am I doing too many subjects? So I stopped everything that wasn't shopping related. I stopped my cooking videos, my vlogs, just coffee chats, just any of that kind of stuff. And all that I've been doing for months now is, Dollar Tree, TJ Maxx, Ipsy, unboxing clothing and that kind of stuff. And the reason I started doing that is I just got so frustrated with feeling like people didn't want to watch anymore, that I was very close to quitting YouTube and just shutting it all down. And that's why I took a week off. When was that? Was it last spring, I think? And I started a whole other page for my book videos because I felt like maybe that was turning people away. Maybe they don't like book videos or whatever. So I did do that, and that's growing. And so I had decided, fine, I'm just gonna, if people don't want to see vlogs or cooking or anything about my life at all, they just want to see what I've bought, then that's all that I'm going to show. I mean, I don't want to bore people. But then I've decided the truth is, I don't know if I care anymore if I grow. I'm doing this for fun. I'm apparently not going to be a successful YouTuber. I mean, in an ideal world, I'd be doing so good that I could just quit my day job and just do this for a living. And I've kind of got to where now it's like, this is a hobby. It's just fun. And I'm not going to take it seriously like I used to. And so I've decided that my favorite thing to do was vlogs. So why take it away? Like, did I suddenly just multiply in my growth when I stopped doing them? Nope. No. No. And so I'm just not gonna take it quite so seriously, you know. I don't want to do 20 clothing videos a month. I really do like clothes and I like fashion, but not that much. Like, I'm not like a clothing designer, or I'm not in fashion or anything. I enjoy getting clothes and I like trying them on for you guys and stuff, but not to the point where that's all I do all the time. I don't really need more clothes. I don't want to spend money on more clothes. We're trying to get a house. It's very expensive to have a lot of clothing on here. And I did scale back on my clothing, but I do want to let you know I'm probably going to be scaling back even more. And I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I don't want to keep putting hundreds and hundreds of dollars into this channel when it's just not growing. So I'm here because I'm enjoying it, but I'm not going to spend an absurd amount of money on it anymore. I'm just not. And so I'll be posting what I want when I want. And hopefully you enjoy my content and you're along for the ride. But if not, I understand. Some people are only looking for certain things, and that's fine, but I just can't stay sane and do what I was doing a year ago, knowing that I will never have a successful channel, knowing that I will never make what I'm spending back. It would be insane at this point to keep spending that much money on a channel that I'm not making money on. And it's really helped to finally see that and accept it and decide that that's okay. I don't have to be one of the it people. I don't have to be really popular. There's some people that watch every video I make, and I really appreciate those people. And those are the people that maybe don't want an it person. Maybe they want like a really genuine, real, flawed person. I feel like some of the it people are really like fake and like perfect, and that's not me. It's just not me. I have flaws, and I'm a human being. And I would apologize about that, except I'm not sorry about being human. I am who I am. And this is where I'm at now. So I don't know how often I'll be posting on here. I feel like maybe I'll be posting just as much, if not a little bit more. Lately, I've been having new ideas of things I'm excited about doing and things I want to do, as opposed to things I feel like I'm supposed to be doing. So I decided to start vlogging again, because those are my favorite videos, not just to watch other people do, but to, okay, I've had this channel 2.5 years, and the vlogs are the ones that I look back on later. The vlogs are the ones that are fun memories and stuff for me. So I wanted to start off with a vlog during the Halloween season, and it's an exciting time of year for me. I really love Halloween. I love the fall. That's when I like start wanting to cook again, and I just get very into all the holidays. So we have Halloween. Brad and I have our anniversary coming up right near Thanksgiving, which also there's Thanksgiving. Then we have Christmas, and then we have New Year's. So there's a lot of fun things coming up, and I want to vlog, maybe not all of them, or all of it, but some chunks of it at least. It's funny. So Brad and I got married right near Thanksgiving, so that certain people could be at our wedding. And we've kind of regretted it ever since, because every time, every year, there's all this stress around our anniversary. There's all this family stuff, and let's face it, families are very stressful, whether we like to admit it or not. They are. And there's always some, no matter what, whether it's his family or my family has two branches. I've got my mom and I've got my dad and their spouses. And so we have really 3 families, not 2. And every one of those 3 families has its own drama, and like, oh gosh, so we have to deal with this, right? And like getting ready to deal with whatever this is with that particular part of the family, and then the aftermath of it. And it's just a lot. And so we had decided last year, after Christmas and all the stuff that we felt like we had dealt with during that we just want to be alone this year for Christmas. And we're kind of toying with the idea of doing that for Thanksgiving as well. We were planning on going to see his family for Thanksgiving, and we're both just feeling exhausted. So I'm not saying that we're never hanging out with family again, but I think this year it's a big anniversary for us. It's our 10-year wedding anniversary, and because every year is changed by the family dynamics to where we don't feel like we can really get into or enjoy our anniversary, I think we might this year just be doing a Brad and Michelle thing for our anniversary and for Thanksgiving, and maybe not involving our family at all, any of our family. Just finally concentrating on us during the holidays. And I know families like, oh, but you should want to be around all of us. But it's like, we're never alone together. And when we are, it's not fun quality time because he works so much. He doesn't get a lot of time off, um, and then I have my full-time job, and YouTube in and of itself is almost a full-time job. It used to be a full-time job for me before I scaled back. But anyway, so we're trying to decide what we're doing for all of that. But Brad had been out of town for 2.5 weeks, which for me, I can handle a day or two, but beyond that, I really don't care for it. One of the big things is I like being around him. And even though we don't get a whole lot, we'll have like chunks of quality time where like we'll sit and watch our favorite show for a few hours, or we'll have like a date night or something like that. But I'm talking about like a whole weekend of like fun together or that kind of thing. We don't ever get that. So I'm thinking this year might be the year, both holidays, where we might really be able to just have good quality time together, enjoy ourselves, and go from there. So his flight came in at, I think it was like 9:45 or 10 o'clock at night, and I went and picked him up, and we were so excited to finally see each other again. And that's part of why we were thinking about just doing the holidays alone this year. With all the traveling and the business, we just really want to have good quality time together alone, which we don't feel like we get. So then on Saturday morning, we woke up, I made breakfast. And then I relaxed. I did some crocheting and some reading, and just it was just nice to just relax. I was listening to like a book on an audiobook. And then because he was tired from all of his traveling, we decided to have a date night at home. So we had food delivered, and it was really good. We watched Halloween Kills, which we thought was okay. We're actually kind of glad we watched it from home and not in the theater, because quite frankly, it just, I don't know that it was something I would have wanted to spend money on, if I'm honest with you. It was just, it was okay. It was very slow in parts. There was this whole theory at the end of the movie about why Mike Myers does what he does, and who he is, and like what his motivation was. And it was just really weird and like far-fetched, and it kind of, it's like, what? Why are you even throwing that in there? So the ending, it just, that whole theory, and then the way that it ended was kind of odd. I'm thinking, okay, so I guess maybe there'll be another one coming now, because it didn't really feel like an ending that ended it all. And I thought that's what this was the end of it all. But if you are going to watch it, definitely watch the 2018 one, which, by the way, that was a much better movie anyway, but they reference that in the movie. It's like the same night continued. Also, you might want to watch the original 1978 version, because there's some references to that as well. And then we thought, well, you know what? Maybe we're in like a scary movie mood. Let's go ahead and watch It Follows, because I had told him I heard it's really good. So we go to watch it, and we didn't like that one either. Are we picky now? I guess. It was really slow too. I'm not a big slow burn person. I don't mind it as much as he does, but he hates slow burn. So both movies were slow. It was like, cool. I thought these were both, you know, to me, a scary movie is usually fast. But lately, it seems like the scary movies that are made like the last 5 or 10 years are a lot slower than they used to be. I don't know why, but they are. And so It Follows was very slow. Some of the details about what the heck, like how, okay, so this girl sleeps with this guy, and he infects her with this thing that makes these ghost things come after her and try to kill her. And until she sleeps with someone else, it'll keep happening. So she's got to infect somebody else. But then she finds out that they still follow her. She still sees them. And if the person that she got infected gets killed, then she can still get killed. So it's like, what? So what's the point in sleeping with somebody else then? That doesn't make any sense. There is no point in reinfecting people then. Like, am I missing something here? Then the end was kind of weird, because I felt like it didn't really wrap it up. And then I thought, well, maybe there's a second one, which I think there is. But it was just weird. And because it was so weird, do I want to watch the second one? I don't know. Probably not. But it's just kind of weird. I've been revisiting some classic scary movies and not thinking they're very good. I guess I'm getting pickier. So Brad is gone again. So it's now Monday. He left last night, and then he's coming home tonight. So when you see this, he'll be back home again. And now he'll be back home for a little while, I think. This weekend, we have some fun Halloweenish plans, and I was planning on vlogging those as well. And I don't know if I'm going to make that a separate video, or if I probably will just make it a separate video, I think. Yeah. Today, I have the most exciting day planned here. So I'm actually working right now. And work has been a lot busier than it was during like lockdowns and stuff. But sometimes it's slow. And the way that my work goes, it's kind of cyclical. So I know that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are going to be busy for me, but today and tomorrow won't be. So I'm going to leave a little bit early and go to Hobby Lobby. I've got some gifts I need to get there, and some stuff to make gifts that I need to get. Oh, hello. I'm back. Boy, have I had a day. Woo. It's still Monday, and I was going to go run some errands and then go get Brad. And I was talking to him on the phone right after I was talking to you. And I told him, yeah, it sounds really windy outside. And he goes, yeah, it's kind of windy here too. So I went to look at the weather and I said, oh, wow, there's supposed to be windstorms here today, all through the rest of the day. They're saying like 50 mile an hour winds, and in some places it could get up to 70 miles an hour. I'm thinking, you're right, you know. That's pretty excessive. I'm thinking 50, okay, 70's probably an over-exaggeration. But when it gets windy here, it gets windy here. So I went to Hobby Lobby. I had a good time. I bought a bunch of things that weren't on my list. And I'm going to be doing a video of what I got there. So it might already be up. It might not be up yet. But if it isn't up yet, keep your eye out for it. If it is up yet, I'll put a link up here at the end of the video so that you can go find it. But yeah, I got some really cute stuff. They have a lot of nice holiday stuff out. Last year it was like real slim pickings, but this year they have got it out, and a lot of it. Anything you might want for Christmas, like decoration-wise, they have it. They have it all. So, and then he kept sending me these text messages while I was in the store saying his flight was delayed. Now it's delayed again. I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't go to the grocery store then, because I'm going to have perishables in the car, you know, and I don't know how long the flight's going to be delayed for. So I decided to go ahead and go into World Market. There was a couple of gifts I wanted to look for people. I'm trying to do as much shopping as I can done now. And I think I had mentioned before, I don't really like buying things online anymore. If I can get them in person, I will. I know it's free shipping, but I still have to ship it wherever it's going anyway. And then I can actually hold it, see what size it is, see how heavy it is, that kind of stuff. So I went into World Market, and it was just kind of one of those weird experiences where I'm looking around. I've got some stuff in my cart, and this woman that works there comes up and she says, "Are you a rewards member here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, thank you so much, but no, and I really don't want to become one." And she says, "Oh, but you can save 15% today." And I'm like, "Yeah, no thank you." I'm thinking in my head, I didn't say this, but in my head I'm thinking, I'm spending maybe $40 here. Is this the day to save 15%? 15? I mean, it's really not, what is that, $6 or something off? You know, if I'm going to save 15% at World Market, I want to be buying like furniture or something, you know? So I told her no, and she mentioned again, "But you save 15%. I'm like, "Yeah, I heard you." She's like, "You don't want to save money today?" I'm like, "No, I guess I don't." Would you just leave me alone? So then she says, now mind you, some of the stuff I was grabbing was sale items, which probably they seem to never be included in that kind of stuff, you know? So then she says, "Oh, I see what's going on. You don't live in this neighborhood, do you?" And it's like, what's that supposed to mean? So I just didn't respond, and she kept like hovering, looking over, like she was waiting for me to say something. But it's like, yeah, I live in this neighborhood. I just don't like shopping here that much. Like, what do you want from me? Like, leave me alone. That kind of stuff irritates me so much. And then it makes me think, maybe I should shop online, because it asks me if I want to sign up. I say no, and it leaves me alone. It doesn't hover like the computer. If it is hovering, I don't feel like it is. It's not like looking over my shoulder like, what are you doing? Would you just let me shop? Holy crap, I certainly won't be coming back now. Why would I want a rewards card, right? It just felt really intrusive. And then I go to check out, and that went fine. As I'm leaving the checkout, I noticed there's a man standing very close to my car. A homeless looking man who's urinating all over the bush next to my car. So I guess that's how it's going now. In a parking lot. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to understand this kind of stuff. Like, I know homeless people are not welcome very many places. However, there are parks all over the place in the area that I'm talking about. And it's like, you can't go to a park in a private area and pee somewhere, or, you know, because this was like right out in the open. People were driving right by him while he's peeing on the... It was just weird. It was like, okay. So then I decided to get some lunch, and I went to Chick-fil-A, so that took a long time to get through the drive-thru. I don't know if you ever go to Chick-fil-A, but it's a long experience. It's kind of like going to In-N-Out or something. Like, you're going to be there for a while. So then I ate, and I was talking to Brad on the phone. He said, well, we're leaving now. He said, apparently the reason the plane kept getting delayed is there's a cyclone. And I'm like, in Los Angeles? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, is that normal? He's like, I don't think so. And I'm like, what? So, well, I told him, well, I'd rather your plane be late and you be here safely, you know, but it was just weird, right? Of course, they switched planes on them, so they all had to move to a different gate. I don't understand the logic there, but anyway, so he's on his... I'm sitting in the cell phone parking lot at the airport right now, and so I decided to stop at Walgreens, in case you see the bag behind me. I just got some... I needed cat litter. I needed... I'm having cramps right now, so I needed to get something for those, because I didn't have anything with me. I got like Q-tips and cotton balls, and I got some more tape for my hand. I've been having some drama with my mascara. It's like whenever I put eye makeup on now, I'm like, the whole time, my dry eyes, like I have like a eye sensitivity and dry eye issue, and it just gets so out of control every time I put makeup on right now. And the stuff that didn't used to bother my eyes is now bothering my eyes. And so do you hear that plane? Where is it? I don't even know where it is, but is it like right over my head? Oh, it was leaving over my head. Okay. So I decided to go ahead and try. I wanted to go back to Almay. That's what I used to use. And then I started discovering that there's like two other ones that don't seem to upset my eyes. And so I like Kush and one other one. So I thought, okay. Oh, and some of the Tarte ones. So I thought, all right, I'll just go back to Almay. So I go to Walgreens. Of course, they don't carry Almay there. When did that start? I don't know. But it's kind of an emergency. Like, I want to be able to put my mascara on when I want. I don't want to, like, order it online and wait or anything like that. Got Neutrogena. We'll see how that works. I was trying to think of, like, a more natural brand. Like, they had Physicians Formula, which I find very clumpy. It's kind of like Tarte. It's, like, clumpy, and it kind of comes off down here. So I didn't really want to get that, but... Then I stopped at Starbucks. Brad and I have this thing where if the other person flies, when they come home, we bring them a drink. Like coffee or something like that. Usually it's coffee. So, or if it's like really, really hot outside, maybe it'll be water, like really cold water. So I got Brad a caramel latte. And then I got myself a strawberry acai tea. Like, it's almost like lemonade. It's so good though. But it was nice to get out of the house for hours like this because I don't ever really go out that much anymore. I need to start going out more often because I think I'm getting too hermit-like. One other thing I keep encountering when I'm shopping anywhere, and I have to tell you this, or even if I'm not shopping, just around anyone away from my home, I have a notification on my phone that sounds like a crow going caw, 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 right? When people hear it though, they're like, what is that? And it's just like, it's my cell phone. Oh my gosh. That's your cell phone? Yeah. It's Halloween. Is it what? And I can't for the life of me figure out why people react that way. Like, it scares people to no end, and I don't know why. Like, it's not a scary sound. I hear crows all the time. I've yet to live anywhere in America that doesn't have, like, I've lived all over the place at this point, having been a military wife and moved around and stuff. Everywhere you go, there's crows. I don't understand. Why is this so scary to people? Like, is there something I'm not aware of? Do they attack people? I just had to mention it because I think it's really weird. So if you have any input, let me know why this is so startling to people. Like, I feel like I could actually put something scary on there and people would be like not responding at all. But you know, another thing that was funny, I gotta tell you this. When I was in my 20s and 30s, I had a reminder on my phone to take birth control every day. And yes, I still take birth control, but I take it in the morning with my coffee, so I don't have a reminder anymore because I've got like a very set routine. But back then I didn't. So I used to have a reminder on my phone to take birth control, right? And the alarm that would go off was a baby crying. Like an irritating baby crying, though. And whenever it would happen, I always thought it was hilarious. What a funny way to be reminded to take your birth control, right? People didn't think that was funny. And I'm like, I finally took it off my phone because people, if I'd forget to turn it off and go out, people would get like almost kind of offended. And it's like, I didn't say anything about your baby. It's interesting how bent out of... Why is my mirror turned out? It's interesting how bent out of shape people get about other people's notifications and ringtones. So that's something else I want you to tell me down in the comment section. Have you ever had anybody react weird to your ringtone or notification or alarm or anything like that? And if so, what was it? Like, why did they react funny? Or, well, you might not know why they reacted funny, but what was the sound and, you know, the people reacted weird to? I don't see anything wrong with getting a kick out of things and like enjoying life. Like, I thought the baby crying thing was funny. To me, a crow cawing or whatever, it's like a Halloween sound. It's in almost every Halloween movie you watch. So I don't know why that's so off-putting.